Hi there. Welcome to your favorite African Tales channel. Let's dive into today's story. Amaka, Alima, and Tola were not your typical students. They were the untamed queens of St. Mary's Academy, the strict all-girls boarding school in Nigeria. Raised in the slums of Lagos, they had learned one thing early: beauty and deception could open doors that hard work never could. But St. Mary's was suffocating. The school's headmistress, Mother Superior, ran the place like a military barracks. Curfews, punishments, and daily chapel services turned life into a prison sentence. The girls had had enough. They needed excitement, money, and most importantly, freedom. One fateful evening, they discovered a broken part of the school's fence behind the football field. It was the perfect escape route. With mischief in their hearts, they vowed no more boring school nights. Dressed in tight dresses borrowed from older students, the trio snuck out and hit the Palms Lounge, a nightclub in the city. Within minutes, rich men surrounded them, offering drinks and compliments. Amaka, the leader, whispered, "Ladies, remember, never fall in love, just fall into their wallets." Alima and Tola giggled as they expertly played the game. One man offered them cash for a transport. Another promised an iPhone. The girls grinned. It was almost too easy. But as they snuck back into the hostel at dawn, a flashlight beamed on them. It was Mother Superior. Their hearts nearly exploded. They were dragged into the office. Suspension loomed. But Amaka had a plan. Tears flooded her eyes as she sobbed, "Ma, we were kidnapped by bad boys and only just escaped." Tola, clutching her chest, gasped, "I think I have asthma." Alima, always dramatic, clutched a Bible and wailed, "The devil tempted us, Ma." Mother Superior sighed. "Fasting and prayers for a month? No meat for you three." They bowed their heads in fake shame, hiding their victory smirks. They had gotten away with it. Again. Their next scheme had to be bigger. One night, in a luxury restaurant, they met Chief Okafor, a wealthy 60-year-old businessman. "You girls look like angels," he beamed, flashing gold teeth. "God bless you, sir," Tola cooed, batting her lashes. Within minutes, they learned he was a widower with no children, a lonely man desperate for companionship. Their eyes sparkled. Jackpot. It started as a joke. But after weeks of playing sweet, helpless girls, Chief Okafor shocked them. "I want to marry all three of you. You remind me of my youth." Alima choked on her drink. Amaka almost laughed. But then, diamonds, designer clothes, and mansions filled their heads. "Chief, we are honored," Amaka said smoothly. "But we need our parents' blessings." They had no intention of marrying him. But they were about to milk this situation for all it was worth. Wedding preparations began, and so did their shopping sprees. Chief Okafor showered them with gifts, gold jewelry, cash, luxury handbags. "I think I love him," Tola joked, twirling a diamond ring. "Love?" Amaka snorted. "I love his money." But even as they enjoyed their riches, they continued sneaking out at night, entertaining young, handsome men on the side. Chief Okafor was old but not stupid. One day, he saw Alima flirting with a younger man outside a hotel. "Who is that?" he demanded. "My cousin," she lied. He frowned but let it slide. But now, he was watching them closely. The girls became careless. They juggled too many men, too many lies. One evening, Chief Okafor's driver spotted Tola sneaking out of a hotel with a famous musician. The next morning, Chief sat them down. "Are you playing me?" Amaka, always quick-witted, gasped, "Chief, how can you say that? We are devoted wives." But Chief Okafor wasn't convinced. He hired a private investigator. The detective's report was brutal: hotel visits, secret lovers, even fake names. Furious, Chief Okafor confronted them. "You think I'm a fool?" he thundered. The girls panicked. But Amaka tried one last trick. "Chief, those men were helping us plan a surprise for you." Chief Okafor wasn't buying it. "Get out of my house." Stripped of luxury, the girls returned to their shabby dormitory. No designer clothes, no private chefs. They had nothing. We got greedy, Alima admitted. But we are still bad bitches, Amaka declared. Humiliated, they plotted revenge. If they couldn't have Chief's money, they'd take his secrets. Using a burner phone, they called a gossip journalist. We have juicy information about Chief Okafor. Within days, headlines screamed, *, millionaire Chief Okafor caught in love triangle with teenage girls. *. Chief Okafor's business partners distanced themselves. His reputation crumbled. He tried to sue, but the damage was done. Serves him right, Tola smirked. Just as they were planning their next move, a mysterious woman contacted them. I'm launching a reality show, High School Baddies. I want you girls as the stars. Reality TV? Fame? Money? They were definitely in. Months later, they were famous. Their faces were everywhere. Love them or hate them, the world couldn't ignore them. As they sipped champagne in a penthouse, Sod laughed. Who knew getting dumped by Chief would make us famous? Amaka smirked. Lesson of life, always land on your feet. Tola clinked glasses. To the baddies. And so, the high school baddies lived on but for just 2 years, scheming, thriving, and proving that trouble always makes the best stories. Fame and fortune had turned Amaka, Alima, and Tola into household names. Their reality show, High School Baddies, was an instant hit and their social media presence skyrocketed. Endorsement deals poured in and they basked in the glow of stardom. Yet, beneath the glamour, trouble brewed. With wealth came excess. Wild parties, reckless spending, and toxic relationships became their norm. The once inseparable trio started drifting apart. Alima, who had always been the most impulsive, began using drugs. Tola, still bitter about their downfall with Chief Okafor, grew paranoid. Amaka, the mastermind, was determined to stay on top at any cost. Then, the scandal hit. A leaked video showed Alima with a powerful politician, compromising his career. The media went into a frenzy, and the backlash was swift. Sponsors pulled out, their reality show was cancelled, and the trio found themselves under scrutiny from the authorities. Their glamorous world came crashing down. Broke and desperate, Alima vanished into obscurity, running from legal troubles. Tola retreated into depression, ashamed of the monster they had created. Amaka, ever the survivor, plotted her next move. Months passed, and whispers of a bigger tragedy began to surface. Tola, who had taken solace in reckless relationships, received devastating news she had contracted an incurable sexually transmitted disease. Shock, shame, and regret consumed her. She had spent years using people for wealth and status, but now she faced a battle money couldn't fix. Terrified, she confided in Amaka, hoping for support. But Amaka, hardened by years of manipulation, simply sighed. Tola, we played the game. And sometimes, the game plays us. Tola broke down. The life they had once dreamed of had become a nightmare. Seeking redemption, she decided to use her story to educate young girls about the dangers of their lifestyle. She started an outreach program warning against reckless choices and empty pursuits. Meanwhile, Alima was spotted in a distant town, leading a quiet life away from the chaos. Amaka, however, refused to change. She rebranded herself as a socialite and found her way back into elite circles. But deep down, she knew their reign as the high school baddies was over. The rise and fall of the high school baddies became a cautionary tale. Some learned, some didn't. But one thing was certain, what goes around always comes around. That's the end of our story. Tales by Osha. Please like, comment and subscribe. Until next time. Bye.